everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. These are what we're going to make today, these little organza flowers. This one has a button in the centre, but I'll show you several different ways to finish the flowers as you like them. So this is a 20 sheet pack of little organza material, fabric. You take it out of the packet and it's folded in half. So all I've done is just ironed it smooth. And then using 3 of the sheets, and I've used a spell binder, I've cut out 3 layers to the flower. So using a heat resistant mat and a heat gun and a barbecue skewer so that you don't burn your fingers, you're now just going to shrink or shrivel the organza. So if you use just a dabbing motion, and repeat it on all 3 pieces, and you of course can shrivel them to the degree that you want them shriveled, and then you'll need to make a small hole in the centre of each piece. And that one's got a hole there. There we go. And then with a brad or buttons or whatever you want to use, you can then assemble all your parts to your flower. And I've used a brad, so just open the legs of it there, and there's your organza flower. Now of course these can be finished off in lots of different ways. This one has wire and a feather behind it, with the central part a spacer behind the brad. This one has ribbon and some silver twine behind it. This one has wire, silver wire, and some buttons on the top. And this very pretty cream and gold one, again, has a spacer and a brad in the middle, but it's got some gold skeleton leaves behind it. And this one again has the silver spacer and a feather. Now just to add a little bit more, you can also just add some gemstones to the feather, just to add a little bit of extra bling in it, and then set them aside and leave them to dry, and then you're ready for whenever you wish to put them onto your cards. So all I'm going to do now is just assemble these together. I've got 2 ivory skeleton leaves. I can use either the big flower that I've just made, and this is a smaller one. This was made from little squares, and I've also placed a feather behind that. But you need 2 small punched circles, and all I'm going to do is just spread the pin flare glue gel on there and place the leaves into the gel, into the glue gel, and then just a little bit more on the top and sandwich those 2 together. That will just hold your leaves in place. Then with some more pin flare, this has already got a circle fastened on the back of it. Just going to put a little bit of glue gel on there and then fasten it on top of the other circle. And then you can set those aside to dry. Then they'll be ready to add to your cards. So once your flower's dry, you can just add a little bit more embellishment, and all I'm doing is just adding some self-adhesive pearls to the skeleton leaves, just to give it a little extra bling, just to finish it off. There we go. And there's your flower ready to be added to your cards. So I'll just move that to one side. This one has used stamens, little stamens inside the flower, just to add a little bit more to that. And again, we've got the gemstones on the feather. This one has the brad and the spacer behind it. I've also added in extra flowers around the edges. This one has used a button and again added flowers around the edges, and this one just has a brad, but again extra flowers around the edges and some sparkle onto the card itself. Gemstones always, or flat back pearls, always finish your card off. So there you have some very lovely cards using your organza flowers.